game.
Yes, they do, BA. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. And here are the Clippers now. Coming off a Suns make, Zubats screen. And that one, good.
That quick burst off the pick allows Jackson to separate and get the look he wants.
Paul against Jackson. Outside for Booker. Johnson a screen on George. Booker for three. Ooh, Morris with a steal. And the jam by George.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Count that one.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard for three. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Booker from deep. It doesn't go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. George, right side. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Booker. Zubats with a screen on Aiden. Morris passes to Zubats. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker for three. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Pass to Morris. The three is up. That shot off the mark.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Already a terrific career for Booker. Three-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, BA, I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Count it.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at hustling shots in through contact.
It's stolen by Leonard. Pass to Zubats. Morris against Paul. Releases. He's good with a little jumper in close.
It sometimes takes more than one defender to help alter the shot when he's that close inside.
Paul finds Johnson. Back to Paul. From the arc. It's rebounded by Zubats. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Morris, a screen on Bridges. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Suns trailing. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Morris against Johnson. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Here's George. And he lays it up and in. George has gotten his second bucket. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
And stolen by Booker. Outside Johnson.
Blocking foul call by Ivica Zubac. First person
Norman Powell, he's checked in for Leonard.
Clippers substitution, Norman Powell.
On defense, the Clippers. They lead by 4. Booker, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Powell finds Jackson. Morris for 3. The shot off that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Johnson passes to Booker. Now here's Paul. There's 18 seconds left in the first. Pulls it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ayton. That one's wide left.
Missed opportunity, wide open for mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Powell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Mikal Bridges.
You know, every team is looking for guys like Norman Powell, an explosive athlete who is relentless, and he can shoot the ball.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top, up 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son's youth dance team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. The Suns on offense. It's a 3-point game.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Here's Wall. Here he goes. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Booker against George. Pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. Bridges passes to Ayton. 4 on the clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
The Clippers in the lead. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. No coverage that time.
No second guessing on that shot from Robert Covington.
Now Paul. To the paint. And stolen by Covington. 3 on 3. Zubac passes to Wall. Zubac screen. Wall with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Wall no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. And here's Wall. Pass to Powell. Paul against Wall. To the inside. 6 to shoot. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And they say to win big, sometimes you have to sacrifice. Tell us exactly what that means, though, in basketball terms, Smitty.
What it means, BA, as a player, you might have to accept a more defined role. Most players grew up as the best player on their team. When you're on a contending team, sometimes you have to just star in your role.
Booker with it. Guarded by Covington. And stolen by Covington. Leonard for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 6. Booker attacking. Capitalizes off the crossover. Booker's gotten his second bucket on the night.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
Wall against Paul. They get it again. Zubats hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Ayton, a screen on Powell. Oh, there's the alley. Powell with a steal. Leonard outside. It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Zubats. Powell with it. Covington up top. Zubats inside. He's against Ayton. Wall no good.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Third personal foul.
It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
George, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Zubats with a screen on Johnson. For 3, Covington. Rebounded by Johnson.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Covington finds Zubats. For 3, Powell. Counted from distance. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Norman Powell has become lethal from deep. Fantastic shot.
Out to Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. Phoenix no good that time either. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. George passes to Covington. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's a 3 from Paul. The Clippers grab the miss. Stolen by Booker. In transition, here come the Suns. Hits the trifecta. Johnson's got 5 points.
Nice instincts there from Booker, showing a willingness and drive to want to improve on the defensive end.
Inside. The kick out to Wall. Here's George. Can't cash it in from close range. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start.
22.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Now here's Jackson on the floor for the Clippers. Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Paul George out there with Robert Covington, and it's Zubats in at the center position. Kicks it to George. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Kennard can't get it to go.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the 3.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Greg.
Yeah, BA, I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. The 3 is up. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Morris passes to Kennard. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist. And now it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Paul, counted. Paul's got 6 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Zubac with a screen on Johnson. Kicks it out to Kennard. There's the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Aiden's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Johnson against Morris. Booker for 3. It's Booker on the wing. Soft touch off the glass. He has 7.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
George finds Kennard. Top of the key. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. It's Bridges on the wing. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Second team foul.
It's going to go on Paul George.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3. And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And he makes all 3. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
It's Booker on the wing. He can't get that one to fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Morris passes to Zubac. Here's George. From down in the low post, it goes. George has got 4 this quarter.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
The kick out to Johnson. 3-pointer. Bridges outside. From outside the arc. And the Suns get it back. And Ayton with the stop.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
George passes to Jackson. Morris, a screen on Paul. The kick out to Morris. The Suns clear it. Outside Paul. Pass to Bridges. Ayton with it. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Kennard left side. Launches it. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Clippers lead by 4. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense. And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Bridges outside. Here's Booker. Sinks that one from the post. Booker's gotten 4 this quarter.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
The kick out to Morris. George for three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. The Clippers on top. They lead by a bucket. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Back to Paul. Zubac with the steal. Jackson against Johnson. Here's George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Leonard's checked in for Kennard. Ayton, a screen on George. And Booker, here we go. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
His ability to score on the move is part of what makes Booker so dangerous. He's just not a spot-up shooter.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Paul passes to Booker to tie it up. Drives to the hoop, and Booker with the jam.
You love the intensity on Booker's drive. Cutting in like there's nothing the defense can do to stop him.
George outside. Morris on the wing. Pass to Zubac. Shot clock at 6. Here's George. No good. Excellent D there from Booker. The Suns trailing. Ayton with it. Guarded now by George. For 3, Bridges. It's rebounded by George. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 41% in this game. Shot by Leonard, no good. The Suns have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Booker goes in. Pass to Ayton. Here's Johnson. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Second team foul.
Here's Booker. Clock at 6. To take the lead. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And there's the whistle. And I think that was a clear path foul there. Yep, the offense will get 1 shot at the line and retain possession.
At the line for the Clippers.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Well, Kawhi has always been an elite defender, but he's become just as fearsome on the offensive end. You can tell he never stops working on his game.
George against Booker. Zubac with a screen on Booker. George passes to Zubac. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 5.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Chris Paul. The first free throw is good.
Shooting for the Clippers, Paul George.
Second free throw, no good.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
Bridges passes to Paul. Driving in. Rejected by George. It's George on the wing.
2 minutes.
.151 left in the fourth quarter.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. 1:50 left in the fourth. Ball against Paul. Pass to Bridges. And he buries that one. Grim it in.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Leonard for three. Here's Zubats. Morris for three. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got his fourth rebound in this one. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Paul passes to Aiden. Over Zubats. And Aiden gets it to go. And now just a three-point Clipper lead.
Clutch points from Ayton. We've seen him do it in the finals. DeAndre is a prime-time player.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
And so he makes both from the line.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Here's George. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
At the free throw line, Paul George is usually very consistent. He just can't let the stakes get inside his head.
He missed a chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Leonard passes to Zubats. And Aiden pulls it down. Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
Pass to Johnson to take the lead. Money from deep.
They're in the driver's seat now. Just have to play smart and sound defense. No quick baskets and no open threes.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're down by 3. 17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
George passes to Leonard. And he sinks it. Oh, an enormous three-pointer.
Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
Aiden passes to Booker. Right side, Paul. Fades. Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to...
Ladies and gentlemen, your son's youth dance team.
Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Aiden in at the center, filling out the middle. Booker can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Wall. Back to George. And here's Zubats. He's covered by Aiden. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker with it. Out to Bridges. Back to Booker. Paul with it. He's guarded by Zubats. Shoots. The Suns clear it. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ayton inside. George defending. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game.
15 foul.
Just over a minute into overtime here. Ayton against Zubats. Just 5 to shoot. The dive for the ball. And so the ball out of bounds. Morris touched it last. Clock is at 3. Shot from the inbound. Ayton, no good. Tipped away. Stolen by Ayton. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
Johnson passes to Ayton. Back to Johnson. Pass to Paul. Takes a 3. Fades back. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Wall. George outside. And stolen by Bridges. Zubats with the steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Morris. Finished off the break.
I mean, what a defensive play, guys. That's a huge momentum swing when you tie up a game on a play like that.
Outside Booker. Ayton, the screen on George. Pass to Bridges. And here's Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. Cash!
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Wall against Paul.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
Ayton with a screen. Pass to Bridges. It's stolen by Leonard. Now George. The kick out to Morris. Now Wall. Back to Morris. Stolen by Ayton. Now a timeout called by Phoenix. The score is tied at 50. Only 2 seconds left in OT.
Loudest section of the arena gets free. Let's get loud, fans. Stand up and make some noise.
Here's Paul. Oh, had a chance to win it right there. Couldn't get it to fall. Another tie. And we're going to have... And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to lay down. Looking to get it going. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Smart move by Chris Paul, shooting right into the defender to win a trip to the line.
Chris Paul.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Clippers trail. And here's George. Zubats with a screen on Booker. George passes to Wall. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Wall's got 5 points now this quarter.
Some speedy shooting from Wall. He gets the pass and puts his shot right up to beat the D.
Johnson passes to Ayton. Good work there as it goes. And the Suns lead by 1.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Zubats with a screen on Paul. Wall on the take. And the big finish by Wall.
And you can't talk about about acrobatic finishers without talking about John Wall. Man, he's explosive.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Got a piece of it. They recover it, and Aiden gets it to go. Here's Wall. Pass to Leonard. The kick out to Wall. And stolen by Bridges. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Well, the Clippers shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Outside Wall. Now here's Morris. Puts up a three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Outside Booker. Johnson a screen on George. For three, Booker. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist from Booker.
For his position, Booker does a solid job moving the ball. He's got great passing instincts.
Morris outside. This one for three. Buries it from three.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
And he's going for the lob.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Now here's Wall. Out to Leonard. Jacks up a three, and the three-pointer goes.
Crucial points. Kawhi stepping up to the plate when his team needs him the most.
It's Booker on the wing. To the wing, right side. From deep, Johnson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Wall with it. Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morris, a screen on Booker. George passes to Morris. Oh, wow. Unable to get off a shot. They'll turn it over. Very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. Now Paul. So a close game sees the Clippers taking this. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
Phoenix will get the first possession. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Paul, no one around him. Nailed from three-point land. This contest has the potential part to be very exciting. Two teams that can really run up and down the floor and run up the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, if one of these teams gets really rolling, Kevin, they might be able to take advantage of this one, but I agree with you. When you talk about these teams, I'm anticipating and even hoping for tons of lead changes.
Booker looking around. Over to the left wing. On the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Minnesota ball.
Here is Russell. Gobert in the corner. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Crowder with the steal. Passes to Bridges. Booker with it. Picked up by Edwards. Booker the pass to Crowder. Fades back. That shot is off. And Minnesota now the other way. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Booker against Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Prince dishes to Towns, and it goes down 2 points.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Towns kicks to Prince. Down low. Out to Edwards. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Crowder.
Now into the lineup for your Suns, Cam Johnson.
And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Booker outside. Hands it from downtown. Booker's got 5 minutes.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Fame.
Prince, the pass to Towns. The rebound by Johnson.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Booker dishes to Johnson. Kicks it out to Booker. Takes the 3. Paul passes to Booker. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good. Ayton.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. They trail by 6. Kicks it out to Prince. Left side, Edwards. 6 to shoot. Now the dish to Gobert. It's hauled in by the Suns. And here is Paul. Pass to Johnson. Another three for Phoenix.
And what a passer Paul is. Exceptional at seeking out his guys and getting them into a rhythm.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket. Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Booker, no good. It's deflected. And so it's Phoenix headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I really like how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
So on the floor for Minnesota, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally. What a sweet assist by CP3.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Edwards passes to Towns. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Ayton sets the pick for Paul. On the wing, Booker. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. You know, I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Bridges outside. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside, Russell. Outside, Towns. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Paul surveying the floor. The pass to Ayton. Uncovered. Off the left rim and out.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Russell.
Man, what a nice read, boy. Exquisite, perfect timing by D'Angelo off the pick and roll.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And for Ayton, the number.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Morris checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Russell against Paul. Over Russell. And here's Booker from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Booker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Kick out to Moore. Pass to Russell. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Russell's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
Paul passes to Booker. On the wing, Johnson. 3 for 8, and he gets it in there. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Paul for 3. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. 9-point game. Booker against Edwards. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
Edwards kicks to Russell. 1:21 left here in the second. To the middle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Kicks it out to Johnson. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Johnson's got 5 minutes.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And again, Minnesota will turn it over. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Moore's checked in.
Wendell Moore.
There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. Booker with it. 13 points in the game. Takes it inside. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Moore passes to McLaughlin. Moore against Bridges. Moore dishes to Anderson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Anderson's got his first basket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Booker outside. Beyond the arc. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
He's the prototype when you look at shooting guards, and Book can get buckets with and without dominating the ball.
There's the screen, and so it's Devin Booker. All right, David, thank you. It's still
The Timberwolves, 16. And let's hear it for the Milwaukee.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Bridges kicks to Johnson. Ball outside. On the wing, Bridges. Pocket 4. Ball goes in. Reed with the block. Now Moore. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to McLaughlin. Johnson against Anderson. It's stolen by Johnson. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Paul passes to Ayton. Stolen by Reed. And now Moore pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's Anderson that time on the assist from Moore. Moore's got 3 assists tonight.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Ball outside. Kicks it out to Booker. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Reed at the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Reed. Suns leading by 12. For 3, Booker. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Booker outside. Back to Bridges. And stolen by Prince. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Feeds it to Edwards. The shake. Here's Towns. And he makes good on the layup. Towns has got his second bucket.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
Johnson in the corner. The shot, no good. Great tee that time from Edwards. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot. So he was reliable when he went to the line.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Russell against Paul. Outside Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Drives to the hoop. That cuts the lead to single digits. Edwards got his 3rd basket of the night.
Fearless drive by Edwards, taking the ball right into the defense and finishing strong.
Johnson, the pass to Booker. Back to Johnson. Edwards against Booker. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Booker inside. Edwards defending. 5 on the clock. Phoenix no good that time either.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Reed with it. Working on Booker. Prince. Back to Reed. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Reed. 1:09 left in the third quarter. Here's Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him. And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next. Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Russell kicks to Edwards. 50 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Towns a screen on Paul. Russell dishes to Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Johnson, the pass to Booker. Ayton trying to break free. Here's Johnson. Here's Bridges. That's a 2 from Paul, and the Suns miss again.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Ball against Russell. To the inside. Here's Reed. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And now it's just a 4-point Suns lead. And we've reached the end of the third. Phoenix ahead, up 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Minnesota, out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. Nas Reed out there with Towns, and it's Russell in at the point guard position. And the rejection by Towns. It's Edwards on the wing, defended by Paul. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Edwards.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
A nice shot by Booker.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Russell kicks to Anderson. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Russell passes to Towns. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Booker against Edwards. Booker dishes to Ayton.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Ayton taking 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Towns with it. Bridges covering. Towns kicks to Russell. Towns a screen on Paul. Russell passes to Towns, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blown. And the foul called on the Phoenix Suns.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
Good on both. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Johnson. Edwards against Booker. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. Suns moving the ball around. Johnson. The rebound by Anderson.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Karl Anthony Towns at the line for 2.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Bridges, no one around him. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 4 assists in the game. They set the pick. Inside. Here's Reed. Over Ayton. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. Led by as many as 14 points. On the wing, Johnson, defended by Towns. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 1:52 left in the fourth. Johnson kicks to Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
It's Russell with the drive. The shot off that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Johnson outside. Paul with the three. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
To the middle. Out to Russell. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert comes in for Naz Reid. And it's Prince in for Anderson. They get a hand on it and taken away by Paul. Down low, it's tipped. Here's Ayton. Bridges outside. 5 to shoot. Booker, no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. So we'll see D'Angelo Russell go to the line here. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Paul dishes to Johnson. On the wing, Booker. Ayton in the corner. Drains the three-pointer. And the Suns lead by 9.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly. He's hard to stop when given any room to operate at all.
So the Suns win it, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K.
tip-off goes to Minnesota. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Kyle Anderson is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Edwards in at the 3. Gobert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Here's Morris. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Russell.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. And the basket by Leonard.
Yeah, you can be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard, who just stays with it and is unshaken.
Anderson passes to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Oh, return to sender. And they're pushing it up. Leonard for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now here's Edwards. It's stolen by Leonard. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Again, the miss by Leonard. Leonard's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And here are the Clippers now. And here's Jackson. Zubac with a screen on Russell. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. Again, the miss by Leonard. Leonard's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman. The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Left side Anderson. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Towns finds Edwards. Shoots over Jackson. That one a little long. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Zubac with a screen on Russell.
Remaining in the first.
Leonard passes to Morris. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. To the middle. And there's Towns on the assist by Russell.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Russell against Jackson. Pass to Powell. Back to Jackson. Here's Morris. Shoots. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Towns, a screen on Powell. Back to Towns. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Pass to Jackson. Fires for three. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Well, the defense wasn't ready for Jackson to pull that quick one.
The Timberwolves trail. Back to Anderson. Now here's Gobert. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brent.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So we got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps when you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Covington's checked in for Los Angeles. Powell for three, and stolen by Gobert. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Leonard attacking. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
Well, what makes Kawhi Leonard so effective on those kinds of drives is the kind of pace he goes at it with. He's able to decipher the defense and knows where the help is coming from, and yet he still scores.
The shot comes out. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers ahead.
And please give a big round of applause for your Clippers team.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Kawhi Leonard out there with Robert Covington. And it's Zubats in at the center position. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Kennard can't get it to go.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Well, Brent, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tiffs, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way. But look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your gourd a little bit. And that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee. And that goes for both sides. And Covington knows this is a big part of his role to knock down threes.
Russell against Jackson. Russell to pass to Towns. Over Covington. The shot by Towns, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Now George. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Here's Russell. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Nice shot by George.
He might operate primarily on the perimeter, playing out of pick and roll and spotting up the threes, but PG could score on the inside. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
Here's Gobert. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Pass to Jackson. And here's Zubats. Outside Covington. Over Towns. Covington finds Kennard. Shot clock at 6. Jackson on the wing. There's the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
D'Angelo Russell just so dangerous with options in the fast break.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
FBA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys. and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Minnesota in the lead, and they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Pass to Edwards. Going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. John Wall comes in for Jackson.
Substitution on the court.
1:56 left in the second. Leonard with the ball. Towns covering. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
Powell, he's checked in for Kennard.
When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, it had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season. The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Prince. Here's Towns. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Third team foul. Shooting for Minnesota.
That free throw misses. Morris, he's checked in for Zubats. And no luck that time either. The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Left side Wall. Covington passes to Wall. The rebound by the Timberwolves. 54 seconds left in the first half. Yep, that one goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
Morris outside. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Pass to McLaughlin. McDaniels inside, working on Powell. Towns down low, covered by Covington. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Leonard passes to Morris. Left side Wall. Lets it go from deep. The shot no good. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here.
17. The Timberwolves. 19. Fans, let's hear it for the Timberwolves.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
The Clippers trail. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. At the forward spots, it's Edwards and Towns. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. For 3, Covington. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Covington's got 6.
Covington knocking one down and showing some confidence in his ability.
Russell, and the layup falls. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
And with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
First team.
McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves.
Jaden McDaniels.
Here's Edwards. Down low. Here's Gobert. 6 to shoot. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards got his 3rd basket of the night.
You know, you just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
Halftime talks can go all over the board, but right there coming out, that's the way you want to start the half. Be aggressive.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
McDaniels, a screen on Wall. And Russell, here we go. Over Covington. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. On Robert Covington.
Russell, nice job there. Patient enough to use the pump fake, get in close, and draw the foul.
And both free throws good for Russell. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Wall against Russell. Wall attacking. And Gobert with a block. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Shot from 12. Edwards can't hit. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. So it's Minnesota now. 4-point game. Leonard against Edwards. Misses from short range. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Ball against Russell. Driving to the basket. Pass to Gobert. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Morris sets a screen. Wall, the pass to Morris. Back to Wall. Wall drawing the double. Out to Leonard. This for the tie. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example of his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in. Morris passes to Covington. Leonard outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's George. Puts the move on. That one drops 4. George has got 6.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game. Just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
Here's McDaniels. And he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Wall, the pass to Covington. 1:02 left to play in the 3rd quarter.
Well, Leonard looking to score. It's going to make defenders nervous. And that's why he got the foul that time.
The free throw drops for Leonard. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Prince comes in for Edwards. Noel, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. Reed sets a screen. Here's Noel. George defending. Picked by Prince. Here's Reed. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Reed's got his first bucket in this one.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Leonard for three. And again, no good by the Clippers. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Here's Prince. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Anderson with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Oh, and he got fouled on his way. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Come on, let's hear it. Here we go.
That free throw, no good.
For your Clippers spirit. Thank you, Clippers.
Good on the second one. Here's George. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Anderson.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line.
He's perfect from the line this time. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin. No good. Misses at the buzzer. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one.
And please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Now a timeout called by Minnesota. Jackson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Noel. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Prince. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for McLaughlin. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told them, quote, "It all comes down to the next few minutes. That's what will decide this game. So step up. This is your moment, not theirs." Inspiring words, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. And that one's good.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And the dunk by Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard's game is just so special, so talented at getting to his spots, doing it with patience and poise, and capitalizing.
Gobert, no good. The Clippers shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Leonard against Russell. Kicks it to George. Zubac with a screen on Anderson. And he's going to the line for 2. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every...
The previous play is
To
under
adopt this
review.
challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Just 3 to shoot. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Ball to the Timberwolves.
The Clippers making a switch here. Morris is checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Noel's checked in. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Outside Russell. To the paint. Here's Gobert. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Jackson, pass to George. The three. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Leonard outside. Zubac screen. The 3-ball. Leonard, that one's good. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Noel. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Towns. And no good. Great D that time from Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Leonard with a screen on Towns. Leonard left side. Back to Morris. Leonard against Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, it feels like you've seen Kawhi in these situations from the beginning of his career. No stranger to being at the line in a close game.
And Leonard drops them both.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Pass to Noel. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Outside Edwards. Towns up top. Out to the right wing. And here's Gobert from the arc. Kept alive by Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
Out to Leonard. George finds Morris. Morris, the screen on Edwards. Leonard with the ball. Russell covering. Out to Leonard. On the take. Oh, he nails it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now. There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
McDaniels is checked in for Noel. That one misses for Towns.
And pretty reliable from the stripe. Cat accepts the responsibility of stepping up in these spots.
Morris sets a screen. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Russell. McDaniels against George. Knocked loose. Towns passes to Russell. Here's Edwards. Fires the 3. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Timeout called. The Clippers. They're trailing by 3. 5 ticks left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a three. Of course, the D will be guarding the line, but no one said it was going to be easy.
George for three. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Now Paul. After the missed 3 from Reggie Jackson, Booker finds Paul. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's George. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Solid play there from PG. Absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the and one. Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Jackson passes to George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got 5 points so far.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Here's Booker. Paul George making his last shot. Paul kicks to Booker. Paul George with the steal. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And it's George finishing it off.
Authoritative slam there by George, showing the defense he's ready to get physical.
The drive by Paul, and the rejection by Zubats. And the Clippers making a switch here. Boston's checked in.
For your Clippers, BJ Boston.
George against Booker. Ayton in the corner. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Outside, George. Pass to Boston. And here is Zubats. He's covered by Ayton. Lock at 6. George passes to Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
On the wing, Booker, defended by George. Passes it to Johnson. Over Morris. He can't get that one, so the Clippers will take it the other way. George from deep three-point land. Austin the pass to George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
And the dunk by Booker.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
Clippers leading by 9. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And here are the Suns now. After the Clippers pick up 2. The offensive rebound. Back to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. On the wing, Bridges. There's the pass to Ayton. And the rejection by Zubats. George against Booker. George with the bucket. George has got 14 points for the game.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution.
so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And that one's good, Ayton.
I love the confidence. Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
George with the bucket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Suns basketball.
32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. George looking around. And then George with the jam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
With 4 seconds on the clock, that one no good. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Clippers lead by 8.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers youth dance team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles? Here's Paul, still looking for his first bucket in this one. On the court for the Suns, the small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. George dishes to Leonard. That ball's nice speed that time from George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Stops, pops, again the Clippers.
And on offense, George has looked totally focused. He's clearly committed to having a big game tonight.
And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Los Angeles leading by 23. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. George, no good. The Suns have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Bridges finds Booker. Fades. Again, the miss by Booker.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck with deep here. It's just not his night.
Leonard the pass to Wall. George double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And the dunk by Booker.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
George passes to Morris. Outside for George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Fires from deep. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks it loose. Bridges with the steal. Leonard with the steal. Here's Wall. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Paul.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now Ayton. Bridges outside. Got a piece of it. 6 to shoot. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Paul. Ayton's got 6.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Los Angeles with another miss. Suns trail by 19. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots and cut down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
And Ayton throws it down.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Morris with a screen on Booker. And George kicks to Leonard. Outside for George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And here's Wall outside. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Leonard with the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Ayton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling.
12 seconds left now here in the second. And here's George for 3. Zubac kicks to George. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Suns trail by 17. Booker outside. Lays it up off the glass. Booker's got 11.
Just bouncing off of contact. Booker putting in work in that weight room.
Wall passes to Batum. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Clippers lead by 18.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Johnson sets the screen for Booker. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, Devin Booker has really developed his pick-and-roll game, and let me tell you this, playing with CP3, that will help.
Leonard kicks to Covington. Outside, George. Let's go. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss. Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
Here's Leonard. Back to George. To the inside. Kicks it out to Covington. Batum a screen on Bridges. Back to Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside, George. Over Booker. And it's George missing.
And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside. Certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can also spot up and beat you from beyond the arc. When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Wall, and Wall slams it home.
You can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Here's Booker. Poked away. Stolen by George. Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists in the game.
How about the physicality there by Leonard? Charging in and through the contact to get that one up.
From deep, Johnson. Bridges inside. Leonard's there. And there's the call on Devin Booker. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Leonard the pass to Batum. Outside, Wall. Covington setting the pick for Wall. Covington finds Leonard. Covington a screen on Bridges. They get it again. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Down by 15. Pass to Ayton. Takes the 13-footer. That's good from Booker on the assist by Ayton.
Whether it's off the dribble or on the catch, it don't matter. Booker is one of the most proficient mid-range shooters.
52 seconds left in the 3rd. Shot clock at 6. Here's Johnson. Paul for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Batum sets a screen for George. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. No problems knocking that one down. Wall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there. And one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
George against Booker. Covington dishes to George. Back to Covington. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a size. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Suns trail by 18. Paul passes to Johnson. Here's Ayton, and it's blocked.
And on defense, Batum uses that wingspan well, creates solid coverage.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. George with the ball. Leaner. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leaning jumper. As a result, he comes away empty.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And here is Paul. The 3. And here's Johnson outside. All with the steal. Here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Booker against George. Deep. Covington with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Over Booker. The shot by George, no good. Suns trail by 19. Paul kicks to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And that one drops for him. George has got 32 points in the game.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Paul for 3. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Over the wall. Paul can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 19 points. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Outside Covington. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Quick to fire off the pass. Got to stay up on Covington or that will happen.
Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. Ayton, the pass to Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. And there's another turnover by the Suns.
Substitution for your Clippers, Marcus Morris Sr., B.J. Boston.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They played a great 4th quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Booker looking around. They get it back. Johnson outside. From past the arc. The shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's George. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Booker. Phoenix has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Kicks it out to Paul. Passes it to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
From deep 3-point range, Bridges finds Booker. From deep. Fires the 3. 6 to shoot. All with the steal.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
When you shoot this well from 3-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for George.
And I love his tenacity at the defensive end on the floor. Very disruptive all game long.
Ball fires from way outside. It's stolen by Morris. Paul with the steal. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on 8. The first one falls.
At the line for LA.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Leonard. The pass to Boston. Nobody near George. Knocks down the 3-ball. George has got 38 points.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Edwards with it. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Towns. Inside, outside for Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Paul. Edwards for 3. The shot that time not on target. And Phoenix will come the other way. For 3, Booker. They get it back. The kick out to Johnson. Now Booker. With the fadeaway. The kick out to Paul. Gets another look. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. And he buries his first look.
Well, the addition of the upper body strength, it's turned Rudy Gobert from role player to all NBA. Go ahead and absorb it, Rudy. What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Ayton with it. Russell covering. Ayton passes to Johnson. There's the triple. Minnesota with a rebound. Here's Towns. Gobert finds Russell. Back to Gobert. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
The kick out to Edwards. Over to the wing. Here's Towns. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Defensive foul.
And that one falls for Towns.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns, one of those 5 men that you can play in a big lineup, you can play in a small lineup. Because of the diversity of his offensive game, you can mix his spots on the floor. So important.
Now here's Bridges. Pass to Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Looking to win the run. Russell with the rebound.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Second team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves.
Minnesota in the lead. Now here's Anderson. There's the drive. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Edwards, the pass to Anderson. Sinks the tray.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
For three, Booker. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Picked by Gobert. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. 4-3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Ayton passes to Booker. No good on the three.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. Back to Gobert. Another shot. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game. The Suns trailing. Outside Booker. Looking to end this cold spell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, free throw attempt numbers indicate just how difficult someone is to guard. Booker certainly in the hard-to-check category.
Both free throws good from Booker.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Outside, Anderson. Back to Edwards. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been...
Fans, your Timberwolves defense.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Booker against Anderson. Booker, the pass to Paul. To the left wing. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 5. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, Doris, Commissioner Silver has acknowledged that the style of play in today's game may have an added impact on players' bodies. How so, you think?
I think, Brian, it's not only style of play, it's the nature of an NBA schedule. You're talking 82 games over the course of several months strung together. It's going to challenge anybody physically and mentally. The wonderful part of today's science is we can have a greater understanding of that and when to rest and when to play.
Here's Towns. Ayton with the defensive effort.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
The kick out to Paul. Takes the 3. Three-pointer, Bridges. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Minnesota shooting just 38% for this game so far. Outside Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. To the inside. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Prince comes in for Edwards. Noel, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. And that one drops for him. Prince has gotten his first basket of the night.
High activity, challenging the heart of the defense. Taurean Prince is not afraid to mix it up.
Paul for 3. Here's Johnson. Jacks up a 3. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Johnson.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Pass to McLaughlin. To the right side. Prince down low. He's against Bridges. Anderson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Anderson's got his second bucket on the night. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Out to Bridges. Paul passes to Bridges. Right side, Booker. They shoot again. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, Devin Booker, shiftiness, gets himself into the paint, so aggressive, and it pays off.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Reed, a screen on Bridges. Pass to McLaughlin. Anderson against Johnson. Anderson passes to Reed. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Basket's good. Ayton's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, just good play recognition and quick hands. That's how Booker picks up his steals.
Over to the wing. Back to Noel. Reed, a screen on Booker. Inside. kicks it out to Anderson. Reed sets a screen. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Noel. Edwards, he's checked in for Prince. And Russell is subbed in for McLaughlin. Booker for three. And stolen by Gobert. Edwards with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Back to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Booker. No good. In and out off the rim. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. 40 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Out to the wing. Here's Johnson. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
We've got 22 seconds left in the second period. Back to Russell. Five to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Gobert inside. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Stolen by Russell. And a pretty tightly contested game. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff.
18. The Suns. 14.
In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Minnesota in the lead. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Edwards in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Paul. Outside Booker. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Russell. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Gobert passes to Russell. Back to Gobert. Tries again. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got his 3rd assist of the night.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Johnson against Towns. Back to Paul. 4 on the clock. From deep. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. The shot is good by Edwards. And it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
Boy, Anthony Edwards out in transition, knows his teammates made a defensive play, and wisely leaks out.
Yep, that one goes.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pass to McLaughlin. Towns, a screen on Booker. To the middle. Shot's good by Towns. Towns has got 8 points.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Offensive rebound. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this 3rd quarter. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Edwards, a screen on Johnson. Towns with the ball. Give him 8. to the left side wing. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
It's Booker on the wing. And the Suns miss again.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. Here's Russell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Well, D'Angelo Russell is a dynamic scorer in the NBA. He's got a unique skill set at the position. The key is he's got to continue to grow as a decision maker.
Reed's checked in for Minnesota. Anderson comes in for McLaughlin.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. Tries to break his ice. And Booker with the jam.
Wow, the inability to counter the vertical of Devin Booker. Up and in.
Ball against Russell. Outside Edwards. 1:19 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. The shot by Towns, no good. The Suns have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. For 3, Booker. Russell with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Anderson gets the bucket. Anderson's got 8.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Booker for 3. And it's Booker again missing. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. And here's Russell. Reed sets a screen. From deep three-point range, drills it from deep. Russell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
As important as spacing is in today's game, point guards must have the deep shot as part of their arsenal. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done.
Pass to Anderson. Back to Russell. Here's Anderson. Russell, the pass to Anderson. There's the triple. And he can't get that one. And so it's Minnesota up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. And more. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Prince can't hit. Well, the Suns shooting a tough 22% from the field so far. Here's a 3 from Paul. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves shooting pretty well at 45%. McDaniels passes to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. Wide open. They get the rebound. The kick out to Johnson. Booker with it. Back to Johnson. Deflects the pass. Ayton passes to Johnson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Pass to Noel. Reed sets a screen. Here's McLaughlin. Up top, Reed. Shoots over Ayton, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Suns have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Paul passes to Booker. Paul, the open look. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got his third assist of the night.
Well, Chris Paul is an elite shooter. The efficiency is there, especially in the catch-and-shoot game.
Here's Noel. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Ayton with a screen from deep. Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Noel drives in, and a strong finish with two hands.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Paul for three. Here's Ayton. Out to Bridges. Fires from deep. Drains the triple. Bridges has gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's McLaughlin. He's guarded by Paul. It's not going to go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Pass to Ayton. Lays it up and banks it in. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is capable of outrunning almost every other big in the league. Nice job in transition.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. They're ahead by 11. 1:44 left in the final quarter. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Russell, and the shot goes down. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Boy, the speed of Russell can take you aback. This guy's so good at using it to take the defense apart on the drive.
Edwards with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively, and Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest. We've got 1:28 left in the game. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside, doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Timberwolves.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, VA. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for D'Angelo Russell.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And here's Edwards outside, hits the trifecta.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And the basket by Lee.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And of course, he makes good use of it.
Outside Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Lets the three fly. Pure from three-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's Minnesota. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Now here's Russell. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Right wing. Picked by Gobert. Offline. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. All right, Allie, thank you. And that's good.
trending well for sure, Dave. Thanks. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
George, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. On the wing, Morris, defended by Towns. Here's Zubac. Towns comes with a double team, and there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Leonard against Edwards. Clock at 6. Outside, George. Another shot. Zubac trying to break loose. And the layup by George.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Towns in the corner. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, that's great TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now, here's George. Morris kicks to Jackson. Back to Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Out to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Anderson. Gobert in the corner. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And he gets it to go. And the West, we know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
John Wall's checked in for the Clippers.
Coming onto the floor for the Clippers, John Wall.
It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. Anderson outside. Now Russell. Passes it to Gobert. And here's Anderson for 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. They'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
It's going to be on John Wall.
Saw the talent from day one in Summer League. Anderson's one of those guys who can really get it done in a lot of different areas.
And he nails the 3rd. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced. Aggressive play from Kawhi Leonard, drawing the foul and still taking his shot.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
From outside the arc, Edwards can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Morris with a screen on Towns. Leonard the pass to Morris. Back to Leonard. The shot will not fall. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 3. It's Edwards on the wing. There's the dish to Gobert. Plays it up and banks it in.
Entering the league raw offensively, Gobert's developed a few moves in the inside.
Morris with the screen for George. Kicks it to Leonard. Morris with a screen on Edwards. Here's George with the drive. And it's George finishing it off.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Towns finds Edwards. Here's Russell. And he banks in the layup. Russell's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And it's George finishing it off.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Outside, George. It's stolen by Edwards. And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves lead by 5.
And please give a big round of applause for the Pups.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Wall. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Covington in at the 4 spot. Now here's Powell. Covington setting the pick for Powell. Now the pass to Zubac. Ball against Prince. And Wall kicks to Powell. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Taurean Prince. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard in his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
Now, here is Russell. He has 5. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And I think, Steve, now we see less real grudge matches than we did before. But do you like seeing those games where there is no love lost, where there is some bad blood and some contention?
Kevin, I love it. Yes, friends off the court, but on the court, you got to go at each other. And when it's over, win or lose, you leave it right there and you go back to being friends.
At times, Wall can be so explosive here, playing downhill, and then just sails over the defense for the dunk.
Now, here is Russell. 6 points for him. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here is Russell. Towns a screen on Wall. Russell kicks to Anderson. 4 on the shot clock. The drive by Russell. And it's blocked by Covington. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Powell finds Zubats. Clippers moving the ball around. Covington setting the pick for Wall. Zubats the pass to Powell. Just 4 to shoot. Zubats a screen on Edwards. Kicks it out to Covington. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Timberwolves trail. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Russell passes to Towns. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on George.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
And the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Now here's Covington. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kept alive. Here's Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Snatched up. And Gobert kicks to Towns. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Out to Edwards. Second shot opportunity. And the layup's good off the glass. Edwards got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Covington wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Covington's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game. McDaniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Noel comes in for Kyle Anderson. Now, here's McDaniels. He feeds it to Gobert. Takes it off the glass. Gobert's got 8.
I mean, he's tailor-made for those pick-and-roll sets. Gobert, a big-time finisher on the move.
Edwards against Leonard. Over to the wing. Wall finds Covington. 5 on the clock. For the 3. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist from Covington. Wall's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Jackson, he's checked in for John Wall.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
Now, here's Covington. Jackson dishes to Leonard. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Noel passes to Gobert. Here's Noel. Guarded by Powell. Gobert the screen. To the wing on the left. Russell kicks to Edwards. Back to Russell. Here's the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. 32 seconds left in the first half. Russell dishes to Gobert. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's Leonard. Rebound, Minnesota. Outside, Russell. Out to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
A three from Leonard. It's good from long range. Leonard's got 5.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Clippers ahead. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go.
27.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Rudy Gobert with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Not someone they usually rely on to do this, but you need role guys to step up once in a while and help you out.
They've got Towns. He's out there with Taurean Prince. Reed is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Now, here's Reed. And it's good, 2 points. Reed's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Leonard. No good on that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Down low, Powell with the steal. Jackson finds Leonard, and Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Morris is checked in for the Clippers, while George comes in for Norman Powell.
Marcus Morris Sr.
Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. Pass to George. Reed with the block. Now here's Anderson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
They get the rebound. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Los Angeles has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Morris a screen. Jackson kicks to Morris. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. George, the layup missed.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Clippers in the lead. Morris outside. Leonard finds Jackson. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
Now, Towns. Paul George missing from long range. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Austin's checked in. Into the lane. McLaughlin, no good. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They're scoreless since the first half.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Clippers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And he makes the first. Minnesota making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Edwards comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Russell in for Jordan McLaughlin.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Now, here is Russell. 6 points for him. It's tipped. Outside, George. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves trail by 3. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. The drive by Russell.
2 minutes.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Minnesota shooting not great, 40% for the game. Here's Anderson, feeds to Towns. George with the defensive effort. Los Angeles leading by 4. Morris inside. Gobert on him. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Crosses over. This is to Jackson. Back to Zubac. Shot clock at 5. Morris with the screen for George. For Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in for Edwards. Noel, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Prince's shot is good.
Smart play by Prince. Attack the interior of this defense. Force them to close off the lane.
Jackson with it. Now by Anderson. Morris inside. Back to Zubac. Reid with the block. To the wing right side. Here's Noel. Here's Anderson. Kicks it out to Prince. Left side Anderson. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Not explosive at all. Kyle Anderson is crafty. Nice play to draw the foul.
Kyle Anderson.
And both free throws good for Anderson. 8 seconds left to play here in the third. George with the ball. No good that time. Oh, what a shot!
How about that shot to beat the clock? That one covered some distance.
And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. From Target Center, back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Boston in at the 3, the small forward. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Up top, Morris. Defended by Anderson. George passes to Zubac. 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. George, no good. Timberwolves shooting 40% from the field. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Prince. Here's McLaughlin. They set the screen to take the lead. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. George dishes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
driving the lane, and he gets contact and the whistle. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
Jordan McLaughlin at the line for 2.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is
sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Noel. And it's Edwards in for Prince. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Wall comes in for Jackson. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Take a break.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. This is still a close game, and he told us, guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. That misses, so he splits the free throws. No one near Wall as he lets it go. That ball's nice feed that time from George.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Los Angeles leading by 4. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Morris, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Edwards finds Anderson. And Edwards with the stop.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Ball passes to Morris. Stolen by Anderson. It's Edwards on the wing. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Basket good. Edwards got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
I wasn't sure they had enough time. What an amazing job to battle all the way back out of that huge hole.
To the inside, Gobert. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Towns.
Good luck containing Paul George on the drive. He's one of the more fluid wings in the league.
Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second.
Unfortunate that he missed one, but he still hit a crucial point there to help get his team the lead.
2 minutes.
Here's McLaughlin. Covered by Wall. Gobert the pass to McLaughlin. Misses from short range. LA's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. And there's the pass to Zubac. George looking around. That one misses. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. It's tipped. Morris with the ball. Now by Anderson. Back to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Leonard from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Right wing. Pass to Gobert. To the middle. Here's Edwards. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Towns. Anderson outside, and the Timberwolves call timeout. They're trailing by 2. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Noel, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin.
Substitution for the Timberwolves.
Gobert with a screen for Russell. It's hauled in by Zubac. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag. And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Here's Towns. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch. And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morris outside.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
It's the first. That makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Leonard with the steal. And stolen by Russell. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was...
All right, David, thank you.